Have you ever wondered why house values rise and fall? Market trends play a huge role, and staying ahead of them can mean the difference between making a smart investment or losing out a bunch of money. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how market trends impact your house value and also share some actionable tips to help you stay ahead in the real estate game. Stick around to learn how to use these insights and tips to make a better buying, selling, investing decision. What's up, everyone? My name is Jack Bouvier here at the Bouvier Real Estate Group at eXp Realty. I help thousands of people just like you every single day buy, sell, invest here in Saskatchewan, and I'd be happy to help you out however you need. All my contact details are below, so if you want to give me a call, book in a call, go on my website to look at all my free resources, I'd be happy to connect with you and help you achieve your real estate goals. So what are market trends? The definition of market trends, they refer to the patterns and the changes in the real estate market over a certain period of time. This is influenced by factors such as supply and demand, the overall interest rates, and the economic conditions that we're experiencing in the local market. What kinds of market trends are there? Well, you have the short-term market trends that are mostly due to seasonal adjustments with winter, spring, summer, fall, etc. And then you have the long-term market trends, such as shifts in population growth over a 1 year, 5 year, 10-year span, urbanization of certain developments of the city, employment rates, etc. A real-life example would be when the Saskatoon's housing market has seen lots of growth due to increased immigration over the past few years, economic expansion, and creating a very big seller's market in many neighborhoods. How do these market trends impact your home value? Well, with supply and demand, low inventory and high demand equals a high rising home value and a seller's market. Example, during 2020, there was very low interest rates which drove up buyer demand like crazy, causing home prices to surge. Another big factor are interest rates, as lower interest rates make borrowing a whole lot cheaper, increasing a lot more buyer activity. And higher interest rates can cool off the market, reducing a whole lot of competition. There's also economic factors, such as a strong local economy can boost property values like crazy, while economic downturns can lead to a lot of price stagnating and decline. Then you have the overall neighborhood trends. Which areas of the city are developing? In Brighton, Rosewood, and Aspen Ridge, and Kensington, and those areas are all growing like crazy. So what sort of school ratings do they have? What sort of new developments are on the go? Downtown sector, we could see a big new event center coming in. Are there any amenities that are close by that significantly increase the home's value in specific areas? So monitor these upcoming infrastructure projects in Saskatoon to spot some areas poised for growth. So some tips to stay ahead in the real estate market here are to track the local market data. Use resources like my website where you can see market snapshots and market trends of specific areas, and or other sites like the Canadian Real Estate Association for local reports to the specific city that you're looking at. Also, work with a trusted real estate agent. A local agent has lots of insider knowledge about emerging trends. I personally provide a weekly update every single week, letting you know exactly what's happening in the market, good or bad, what's been selling, what's not, is it a buyer's market, seller's market, and I provide a full in-depth market report every single month. So if you want to get subscribed to that email newsletter, please go to my website. In the free resources, there's a section there for email newsletter, and be happy to send that to you to keep you updated with the market. Another thing is just watch out for economic indicators. Pay attention to interest rate announcements, employment data, housing starts, all those things. Also, leverage technology. Use things like online listing alerts, my website, for example, and other market analytic platforms to stay up to date. A very unique thing actually you could do is if you're in Google, you can type in a specific thing that you want to know, like Saskatoon news or Saskatoon real estate, whatever the case may be, and you can set an alert on Google and it will notify you to your Gmail account so you can stay up to date on that specific topic. Some common mistakes to avoid when looking into these market trends are blindly just buying and selling without knowing exactly what's going on, not doing your research, which can lead to lots of costly mistakes. Another thing is just overestimating the future value. Look at historic trends. Where has it gone in the past? And obviously that's not to say exactly what's going to happen in the future, but if the average appreciation for your specific market has been, let's say 5%, then who knows if it's going to go up to 10, 15, 20%. Is that really realistic? Hard to exactly say, but I would be more on the conservative side and avoid trying to assume prices that are going to skyrocket. And you never know, there's always market corrections that happen. There's going to be highs and lows always. And lastly, be patient, but act quickly if you have to, because in hot markets, waiting too long can mean losing out on opportunities, and or being too hesitant and standoffish on making a decision can also mean that you lose lose out on a lot of opportunities. Understanding market trends are key to staying informed with making real estate decisions. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, staying ahead of these changes can save you a whole lot of time, money, and stress. If you're ready to take advantage of the Saskatoon real estate market or want any personalized advice and want to stay up to date with the market, feel free to reach out to me, stay up to date with my newsletter, and browse on my website with all the resources there. I'd love to connect with you and help you achieve your real estate goals.